Welcome back to the show. Well, we're going to wrap up today's episode talking with the Pensacola Symphony Orchestra and some events that they have coming around the holiday season, both before and after the New Year's. Joining me to talk about that is the Executive Director, Brett Barrow. Brett, thank you so much for being my guest today. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me back, Cam. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Always happy to have you guys on the show and talk about some of your great concerts that you have coming up. And again, the holiday season is a very busy time for you guys. And you have a special show that you're starting off the month of December with, right?
That's right. It's a new show for us this year, and it is a very special artist that we're bringing into town for it. And everybody may be aware of Ashley Brown, the wonderful Broadway star, Gulf Breeze native. And she's going to come back and sing with the symphony for December 4th, a special holiday, Home for the Holidays concert that we're doing. She's done this show in so many places, Carnegie Hall, in Toronto Symphony, Detroit, Milwaukee. Yeah. And we're just delighted to have her in Pensacola to do it. And it's been in the works for about 3 years now. And just really looking forward to it. It's a Friday night, December 4th, really early in the holiday season, so we're not hopefully infringing on anybody else's events or anything, but we really look forward to having Ashley Brown back with the symphony.
Now, what kind of show is it? What does she have in store for the guests?
Well, she's, obviously known for Broadway, but she sings all the Christmas favorites, and we also have some special guests. We're going to bring in the children's chorus for a few numbers. Nice. We have a special guest conductor as well. Peter Rubart's our normal music director, but for this show, we're bringing in Ashley's music director, Brad Hake, who worked with her on Mary Poppins and helped her to originate that role, but she's very comfortable with him, and he's a great musician, great conductor, and so we're going to work with him for this show. But it's going to feature, a little bit of traditional Christmas, but also some more contemporary Christmas favorites. We just, I think everybody's going to walk away with smiles on their face and a little more Christmas cheer in their heart. So it'll be a good thing. It'll be a good time.
It'll be a nice homecoming for her. I'm sure she has her own traveling crowd, so to speak. They'll be there full force from Gulf Breeze.
Yeah, the Gulf Breeze audience for her is very strong, and we're looking forward to seeing a lot of folks from her home church and at Gulf Breeze Methodist, and also in the Gulf Breeze community, or folks that follow her from even the children's chorus days. So we're big following here in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
That's fantastic to bring her home for the holidays. That should be a great event. Of course, you follow that up towards the end of the month, or actually the end of the month, with the New Year's event. And I know this one's a lot of people are looking forward to what you have in store for New Year's this year. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so the very end of the year, obviously, is a great time to celebrate, as we turn the page going into 2016. And we've been on this date on December 31st for almost 15 years now. And this is going to be probably a little different than most people have expected in the past. We've done a crossover, either jazz artists or classical artists in the past. This year, we're going to do a group called the Piano Men. It's a tribute to Elton John and Billy Joel. So a little more contemporary pop, but two icons in music, and really just celebrating their legacy with a four-piece pop ensemble backed by the entire symphony orchestra. So it's going to be just a fantastic night on New Year's Eve, 7 p.m. That downtown gets really busy with the Pelican Drop and all that. So we start at 7. It's a little earlier than our normal 7:30 time, but we start at 7, and you can get out of there by 9 if you like, or you can stay around and enjoy the rest of the festivities downtown.
Yeah. One more I want to touch on. It's a little bit later down the road, but it's another popular one. You guys always seem to grab the big weekends or the big holidays, so to speak. Valentine's Day. Right. You have another event scheduled for this year.
Yeah, so on February 13th, it's just a Saturday of Valentine's weekend, we're going to bring in a group that was here a couple of years ago that they call themselves Cirque de la Symphony. And so it's Cirque acrobats, they're contortion and the aerial acts. So they do all kinds of things, juggling and whatever, but they're going to be in front of the symphony while we perform live classical music, and it's just an amazing experience. Those people that were there last time could probably tell you better than I could. I was in the orchestra playing trombone, but it was really hard not to be distracted by everything that was going on in the front of the stage. Just a fantastic evening. And you're right, it's always on a holiday. The Pops concerts that we do, New Year's Eve and Valentine's Day, really help, kind of set that festive atmosphere, and we really look forward to that. The other thing I could mention too is if you want to buy both of those shows, you can get a ticket for both of those shows if you subscribe for $30. $30, so $15 each show, $30 total. You can come to both of those Pop shows. It's a great deal. Basically 50% off what you'd pay if you just bought one show at a time. So you might as well buy two and get that best deal.
And you got both holidays covered. And
that's right. Yeah,
it's a
great Christmas present, and you're all set for the entertainment for both New Year's Eve and for Valentine's.
Well, let's talk about tickets a little bit more. Are those the only ticket packages you have? And then how can you go about getting the tickets?
Well, basically, and no, those are not the only ticket packages we have. We actually have some flexible packages where you can design your own series. We have some classical packages, which I would also make sure to mention. We have a lot of classical concerts coming up after basically November 7, and then we have January, one in March, and two in April. So there's a lot of options there for other performances. You can get those tickets by calling our office at 435-2533 or by visiting our website, PensacolaSymphony.com, a little bit more information about each concert. But we're more than happy to help you out when you give us a call. But great deals on those packages right now.
Sounds like it. I mean, those two shows right there for $30, that's a fantastic
deal. It's a good deal.
So, Brett, thank you so much for being my guest today. We are out of time, but I appreciate you coming on and sharing your holiday schedule with us. I know y'all have a very busy time of year right now, so I appreciate you taking the time out to come join us.
My pleasure. Thanks, Cam.
Absolutely. And thank you for joining us for this episode of Across the Gulf Coast. Tune in next month as we take another look at events inside Pensacola and Okaloosa counties.
Thanks for watching Across the Gulf Coast. Join us next month when we highlight more organizations, events, and people from around our local community.